watched a couple of we're doing this thing, of course. This is our test strip, and this was this when the flower was still there. Then we took a photograph, and then this is the new warm-up, which is this flower picture with this glass about, I don't know where it is, right there. Maybe like around there. And we're going to start with that just to get warmed up, because, you know, we don't want to be jumping into our, you know, our alleged masterpieces when we are foggy and not clear on, you know, in the watercolor zone. And you want to see something fun. I got this for my birthday. I never even saw it. It just appeared on the table, so we're looking forward to using the rough, the grain touchant, the grand gruzeau. Is Arches a French company? I don't know. Anyway, so let's do the warm-up painting, which is the clear glass, and I am ready to jump in with a smaller brush. How about a number 8 brush? Oh, and I got these new brushes here. I don't know what they're all about. Treacle Mids. We got a fine one, a mini cat tongue, and I don't know what that's supposed to be. Maybe it's supposed to be a wash. These are inexpensive brushes, allegedly. I don't know. Oh, excuse me. I think it was $10 or something for that. So they're inexpensive, but they got the big Treacle name, so kaboom. All right, anyway, let's see what's happening here. Last time we painted a background. We attempted cooler back, warmer in front. Doesn't really look that great, but, you know, I guess it looks okay. And this is Paint from Life. My approximate angle is, what? About like this. And so, you know, you see like this, and that's this, and this, and the rim, front rim is supposed to be there. Anyway, jump right in. Hi, 6 people here. Welcome to Real Time Watercolor Painting, where today we are trying to warm up with glass sitting on top of photograph. And then we have if you've been watching, we're doing this thing, which is right here. That used to be a flower in glass, and then we took a picture of it, and that's the picture. And working on there. I'm really excited about how that's coming out. And then the little French village, which is this photograph right here, 1963 Life magazine photograph. And so we just want to get warmed up. And so this is the big warm-up. The warm-up subject is clear glass sitting upon photo. So anyway, here we go. I think it'd be good to paint some more green. Actually, I should get a bigger brush. So let's see. I want to try this brush out. My a 1/2-inch Treacle Onyx Oval Wash is what they call it. I never had I heard these things called cat's tongue. Also, I never actually had one, but now I have one, and we painted a lot of this painting with the new brush, the cat's tongue oval wash. And so I'm going to try to grab a green. This is the yellow palette, but I'm just going to try and grab a green. So I watched a couple of, well, at least 50% of the tutorials today. And then, oh, I don't know, they were saying a bunch of stuff, and I don't do any of that stuff. So I was kind of curious. Okay, anyway, we're just going to try to come in here and get a leaf going. That green is not bold enough. So I'm getting this. This is called Ruby, which is a more bold green, which looks pretty silly all by itself. here it is all by itself. It's kind of a tutti frutti green, but it's a good starter green. And if we mix that with a yellow or gray like we got happening on here, then eventually we can get a more pleasing green that looks like more realistic, I guess. And here it is, there it is, okay. And let's see. Okay, not bad, yeah. So, and I'm trying to get this edge of the glass. I don't know if that's really the edge. I think the edge is kind of like over here. So that looks dumb. And I don't like to have the same color both near and far. This is allegedly slightly more near. Anyway, we'll see what happens. I think we're going to go a little bit like warmer right here. I'm going to just grab this. It's not really red. It's like, what do you call that? Violet. And this is another violet, but it kind of leans into, if you combine burnt umber and violet, you would get that. I forgot we just put this on yesterday. Oh yeah, this is called Hematite Genuine, which is, it's kind of a burnt umber leans blue. I don't know. Anyway, so there we go. It's I'm gonna make this a little bit darker right here. And this definitely darker. And I'm gonna just say hi on the bottom of the glass here. Wow, that looks terrible. But anyway, let's just keep hitting it and try to come down here. Okay, nice. Looks kind of dumb, but whatever. This is our warm-up, so anything goes. And you know, it might be weird we're doing the warm-up on high quality paper. This is the Arches 7-inch square cold press. Okay, here we got a cute murky green leans brown, so that means it's warm. Let's just come here and see if we can still, you know, say, hey, we're that part of that leaf, and that looks okay, and blend that a little bit, looks good. And now I'm gonna try to get a warm gray. Use this color here, I forgot what it's called, and then here this one is called Moon Glow, which is the Payne's Gray Leans Blue. Let's see what we got here. And I want that warm, so I'm just gonna grab some of this red here. I was looking at one tutorial and the guy was saying, you know, burnt umber and raw umber. I don't even have those colors. I was thinking, wow, I should get those colors. I could, you know, start painting like the pros. Anyway, that hopefully is warm. Let's see, maybe. So here we're just trying to, you know, do something on the bottom here. This warm. That looks terrible. But wait. I guess we're going to see if we can move it around on the paper here. Looks good. And get some water going on this. It looks all right. Oh, much warmer here. Just get some pigment on there. That's a lot warmer. And that is weird the way that's behaving, but whatever. Warm up painting. Here we go. I'll blot some of this up. And end up hopefully with some, I don't know what that's happening with that. Okay, looks good. And this, I'm just going to try to bring it up here. We're going to say that's negative space, so sort of going around this leaf shape there. And that looks pretty horrible, but wait, we're very early stages. All right? Okay, and then here I just want to bring this up into a diffusion into nothing. So I guess we pretty much got a diffusion to nothing. All right, good enough, I guess. That's I'm definitely warmed up, right? And so let's jump on this. And this was coming out good, and I do want to keep getting deep and rich on those greens. Hello, four people. Welcome to real-time watercolor painting, where we really don't know how to watercolor paint, but we are doing intuitive painting. But I was just watching the pros today, and I hate that color, but it could be a good starting point for a pleasing green. That looks a little better. Okay. But I want to get a little darker, so I'm going to add, let's add some brown. Is anyone getting sick of the flower and the little French village? I am. Okay, that's cool. Wow, that's a nice, a new dimension in our little leaf area here, I guess. I don't know if it's really good, but whatever. We're going to keep going here. I'll just try a little there. Yeah, I don't really like it, but let's blot it up and then it'll become a subtle thing. We don't have that big blob in there. And just spread that around. It's weird the way the brush is taking that shape like that. That is the same thing that happens a lot with this brush. I was commenting that this was a gift. Thing cost 60 bucks, so it must be good, right? But it does that same thing. It sort of holds this funny shape. Which reminds me, did anyone see the Vanessa Redford flowers that we did with them? Looking for my augmented brush. I just saw it the other day. Oh, here it is. You cut the brush with scissors and then you use that to make flowers. And I don't know, if you look back a month, there's a whole bunch of demonstrations of that. Oh no, I don't want this blob of water here. Okay, better. All right, I'm warmed up now. It's time to hit the little French village. This is my new paint set, which is called All That Glitters. Gene Haynes selection, and there it is. The tickling 10 hours on this one already. It's so weird. I never painted 10 hours on anything. So I'm gonna go jump back into the number 8 brush here. And we've been trying to develop, some comments. Your drawings are peak. Love them. Hey, thanks so much. That's a very flattering compliment. Much appreciated. Okay, anyway, we're trying to put details in there. Here is the photo, 1963 Life magazine photo, and we are just slowly developing that town. Oh, excuse me. Oh, so sleepy. Got up at 5, started the procrastination, mostly playing chess on the phone, and now yesterday was like 8 hours of messing around like that, but today we cut it to 7 hours of doom scrolling or general play chess on the phone. All right, so we're gonna try to get a green. This right here is these are all Daniel Smith paint, but for some reason I don't remember why I did this palette. Then I don't know what color that is. It looks like the sea green. I don't know what color this is. Anyway, so I'm going to use that as a starting point. Let's mix in this, yellow affair we got working here. That looks good for a dark. And, we're trying to just fill in anywhere we can. Like here, this thing, it looks a little light. So let's see if we're darker here. Okay, good. And then here, I mean, I hate to go all over the place with just one tonal value, but anyway, that looks okay. That is good. It sort of blends in there. And I guess, I don't know, I don't want to keep going in the same area And over here, these are faraway trees. I don't know if we have got these. Okay, looks all right. Down here, I really don't like anything about this one down here, but see if we can. I'm gonna try to get a dark to like make this look more like a house. So this, I think it's called Hematite Genuine. I used to put this one called Neutral Tint here, which was a Payne's Gray, Leans Blue. It looks pretty dark. Yeah, I should actually be using the new and exciting Onyx. What does that say? Onyx 8055 script. I just got that for my birthday. So here, this is the paint right here. Sure isn't very much of it. I don't even know if I got enough on there. Okay, I guess so. This thing is amazing. You get the finest lines. See these lines here and there? That's with this brush. Okay, I'm just going to see if we can. Oh, yeah, man, look at that. I need this to really pop, say hi, I'm a house. Or a structure with an apex roof. And I wish I could just go even darker than that. I don't know what color this is, but it looks like it's going to help us get into dark territory. I think it's just like a bluish. This looks like a greenish, but it's really disintegrating too. Maybe this is the rare incidence of some other kind of paint, but it's in a different brand. Before I started with the Daniel Smith, I used this paint right here. As you look at my channel, the first 1,000 watercolors was made with this paint right here, and then somewhere in there I also started with the Artist Loft paint, which is the student grade store brand they sell at Michael's, and that was good too. Anyway, I'm trying to get this to be a dark. I'm just mixing these dark colors together. I think to get some red in there too. Okay. All right, it's pretty dark. I saw a really cool video on flesh tone and oil paint, because I really like oil painting. It's just too lazy to set up the palette is the big obstacle. All right, that looks good. But they were doing flesh tone with gray. I think it was gray made out of black and red, and maybe it was yellow. It's just like, was it yellow, black, and red, I guess, was the whole palette. So it was pretty interesting. Generally when I'm doing skin tone, I would just, lay down like some colors, like some green, and then, paint over that. Okay, I'm gonna try to do a window here, and they say, one tutorial I saw today said, don't try to paint a square window. All right, so I didn't try that. Take his advice. One thing about the tutorial was, I mean, the watercolor was okay. Did not really excite me or anything, so that was like, it's an important component to, just try a little window type thing right here. Just leave it like that, very subtle, and maybe I could just get this one corner right here heavier. Okay, well, that looks good, right? This, I don't know, I'm gonna try to soften that a little bit. A bit much, those windows there. Try to get them lighter. Okay, now it's more faint and subtle. All right, good. This I would like that dark though. You can go dark right there. Why not? Okay, cool. Break up this giant green thing right there. And while we're at it, why don't we see about this? Oh, that looks good. I guess that looks good. I don't know. Maybe. Possibly looks good. And that is the story of this painting. The time goes by and we get very little done. And let's see. You know what? I'm going to find the dry is pretty dry. This is kind of. Let's see if we can get this. Yeah, I don't know if that's good, but I think you can paint over that. That's a nice thing about it. So it looks a little weird right now, but we get a faint tone on there. I guess it'll be okay because it's just not looking like a square. And you got these two highlights there. It's not really too bothersome. Okay. Very slow progress. Well, anyway, thanks very much, everybody who came by. I think it's time to go take a break. I don't know. 5 hours procrastination and then 23 minutes painting sounds like a great schedule. Not really, but anyway, we did some details in the little French village. We worked on some of the greens here, and I think we did some background. Oh yeah, and then we also worked on the warm-up painting, which is, wow, look at that. Talk about development. Not really, but you know, it's going okay, I guess. All right, thanks for visiting, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Real-time watercolor painting, Little French Village, flower, which has the flower died, but the leaves are still there, and the warm-up. Okay, adios.